A growing mystery over missing cash deposits brought police to a Florida Dollar Tree store on August 21st, 2024. The suspect was a newly hired manager who was now facing questions about where the money had gone.
At the end of the day, I'm not a bad person.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. You're quick. You can come with me. I'm Crystal, by the way. In the office. Wendy, I'm gonna kick you out for a minute, okay? And then I'll call you back in here when we're done in here, okay? Okay. Thank you.
So you handle like multiple stores in the area?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me what happened.
So, I get an email, like, we verify when we're in our stores, our deposits, but usually our treasury department finds, like, a missing deposit before us, like, within a week, they'll flag on an email telling us that it hasn't been validated through the bank. So I started to receive emails. Quickly, it was like 2, then it became 3, it was 4. Right now, I have 6, and it's going to be 6 in total. This store manager, she had just started here on July 29th. It was her first day in this store. So, like, she trained with us for 5 weeks at another location and came here by 8/4. I'm missing my... So
July 29th, she started at this location.
yeah.
Okay. And then you said she trained for 5 weeks at another location?
Yeah.
But like in the capacity of manager?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So she was like...
But was she with the company before?
No.
Okay. So she got hired in, brought in as a manager, and then she was training.
Yeah. So she finished her...
So this was like the first time being solo?
Yes. Alone. Unattended, right?
Unattended.
Like,
Yeah. Okay.
So it's actually, sorry, I'm looking at this. It's actually on 8/3 that I'm missing my first deposit. So it's 1 on 8/3, 2 on 8/4, 1 on 8/6, 1 on 8/7, and 1 on 8/10.
The deposits remained missing, and the bank had no answers. Attention soon turned to the person responsible for delivering them.
Do you have amounts?
Yeah, so here, this is a copy for you. That's like my email that's showing what bank it is. I wrote down the bank's address, which branch they use physically, and that would be the information for the 6 deposits. So quickly after, like, I got my first notification on Monday of last week. By Wednesday, she was very mild-tempered. I mean, she wasn't argumentative. She wasn't anything. She wasn't riled up or any. There was just very calm, and said I took them to the bank. Like, I signed them out. I took them all to the bank. They're all going to be at the bank. And, you know, even after he left, I continued to talk to her a little bit one-on-one, like, maybe you changed purses or bags that you brought to work. Don't you want to go check your car? Double check. Like, if you were taking multiples at a time, what could slide out at a red light? Double check. And she's like, I know they're not in there. Like, I took them to the bank. And she's just very confident, but not really, doesn't care to help or look or, you know, do anything for it as far as that. And even like the day before, because I was across town, I sent the store manager that trained her. She's right up the road, so I sent her on Tuesday to meet with this store manager and go over the deposits, and I had her stop at the bank, see if there was anything going on, and she was very, you know, casual with her, really not too worried about it. The biggest red flag for me right away was that store manager stressed to her, like, okay, you're coming in tomorrow, you're scheduled at 12, meaning Wednesday. Make sure you go to the bank before you go to your store, because you need to resolve where your missing deposits are. They should be validated by the bank right away the next day. You need to talk to a bank manager, not a teller, find out what's going on. So she didn't know we were going to be in her store on Wednesday, but like, she came walking in with a bag of McDonald's food, didn't care. I asked her, hey, did you go to the bank before you came here?
And that was on Tuesday.
No, on Wednesday, like when I was physically in the store with her.
But she was supposed to go there on Tuesday to...
She was supposed to go Wednesday, like before she came in, because she came in at 12 o'clock on Wednesday. So she doesn't even go to the bank at that point. So in my head, I'm like, well, you don't want to go talk to the bank because they don't really have the deposits, right? So at the end of the night, basically, when they enter in how much their deposit amount is, it prints this report for them. So the corporation knows right away what was entered in. So I mean, they could enter it in as $500 short. Accounting would still know, what we're expected versus what gets matched at the bank. So it's entered into the computer, and that's what they're looking for, that amount. And if we had deposited something different, it would still pop up on that report for us to figure out like what the variance is for. But these are just, they're not unmatched as if there was another deposit.
And is the policy to like every night go and deposit, like
Yes, they're supposed to go
like
daily.
not to hold on to it, like
Right.
you can't hold on to it till the next day, or you can't keep 4 deposits and then
Yeah, so technically they should be taking them daily, right? And if the person that's closing at night doesn't have a vehicle or isn't able to go to the bank, then we would take them right away the next morning.
now. And obviously we have to ask you, does the company want to prosecute?
They do.
Yes. Okay. All right. Raise your right hand for me. You swear or affirm that everything that you told me, everything that we spoke about is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay.
When Nellen sat down with Detective Steele on October 29th, 2024, she stood by her explanation. Detectives had already reviewed records that suggested otherwise.
Now, we're in the lobby. We appreciate you coming by to help us figure
Okay,
something out.
no problem.
Yeah, at this point, honestly, we're just trying to close it out. Just trying to figure out what happened. Dollar Tree was concerned about some of their money, and that's why we're involved, okay? Oh, so you know what he's talking about?
Yeah, my
I guess Crystal
district,
said she talked
yeah,
to
she
you.
had told because she had asked me today, anybody reach out to me? I told her no.
Okay.
So, until now, yeah.
Yeah, so when did you actually start working there?
Thinking June for training
June?
out in one store, yeah.
And it wasn't at that location, right?
No.
Okay. So you get there at June, and then what happened? When did you start working over at the local one over here?
Well, I did like 5 weeks in training, so I probably didn't start there maybe end of July, I'm thinking.
Okay.
Yeah,
So at the end of July, you start working
I
there.
think, yeah.
And what was your job title over there?
A store manager.
Nice.
Right from the get-go.
Training, well, I mean,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I told myself, okay, well, let me get into Dollar Tree to start, but, it was different from what I was
Prior
expecting.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, especially the store that they gave me, so.
And that's the Boyden store, right? Oh, yeah. Sorry for that. That's typical Boyden. that's what we
Yeah.
did down there.
And then everyone in there barely spoke English, so.
Yes.
That makes it difficult. Yeah, so she was talking about, I guess it was 6 different deposits. What happened with those? Do you know which ones they are?
No,
I guess like August 3rd, 4th, 2 on the 4th, 1 on the 10th. Do you know what happened? Did you deposit the one she was talking about?
like I told her, I said, whatever deposit they leave in the safe, I think, because apparently the one manager, okay, because to me, I'm not used to taking deposits and take to the bank. So this is my first time ever doing something like that.
Okay.
And then when I go to the bank, the teller said I have to drop it in a drop box, even though if they're there, but I have to drop it in the drop box.
Okay.
So, and there's no key or nothing, so basically just pull it and drop everything in there. So the days that from the weekends for Friday I leave from Saturday, so there are deposits there from the mid managers tonight, and then Sundays I'm off, so by the time I come Monday, it'll be multiple deposits in the safe.
Okay.
Which I heard the night manager supposed to drop, she doesn't go drop it. So basically I have to take them and go drop them in the night deposit, which I truly do. Like I told Crystal, I said, well, I don't know, y'all giving me a store one. Most everybody don't speak English. Nobody's dropping nothing. My first day, there was already 5 bags in the safe. So, and then yet we have to sign. Majority of them don't sign. So basically, I'm signing because I'm taking everything. Like I take everything I drop in the night deposit. I don't know nothing else. This is my first time.
Okay.
And
that's what we're trying
y'all
to figure
see
out
me.
what happened.
If y'all see me in the camera, okay. Like I told her, check the bank cameras. Like I don't know. This is my first time, so I don't know what was the deal, what's going on, what's missing.
Yeah,
But you know,
we appreciate your
like I
help.
told
We're
her,
just
you know,
trying
they
to
could
figure it
search my
out.
car. You could search, you know, I don't, you know.
No, you came running. You said,
I'm
"How
like,
can I help?"
I'm a
Let's
new
get the call.
person.
Right.
You know, I just started, I never had this issue, never had this problem. I worked for City Trends for 5 years. Like, I never had issue. I've been as a store manager. I never dealt with nothing with money. I don't steal money. Why would I take you to the store? Now y'all taking deposits, y'all sitting, if they're sitting there is an issue.
Right.
So basically I have to sign a log, which I don't know, from previous people, whoever, whatever issue they had previous from the other managers. All I told her, I just put everything together and drop it in the thing, and that's it.
Each review produced the same result. The deposit logs and bank records weren't telling the same story. A simple mistake was becoming harder to believe.
So here's the log that I guess we got. I know it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
So you deposited these, but you're saying you dropped them off in like a drop box outside the
And the
bank, right?
yeah, and not only that, so when you go pick up the slips, they're not giving, so if you drop a deposit today, you go in tomorrow, they're not gonna give you that slip. They're gonna give you slip for deposit you to week prior. So they're not giving you everything, say if you did it, you know, for this week, they'll give you something from prior last week.
If somebody else went to deposit the bags, maybe they'll get the slips that you did.
They would have to get the slips I did, but
You
yeah.
went to the bank, you did the deposits in the drop box. By now, another worker should get the slips, right? Okay. All right. Yeah. So I spoke with Crystal. They still don't have any of the deposit slips from those times. That's why we're just trying to get it figured out. Yeah. So I ended up speaking with the bank as well. We ended up doing subpoenas from the bank because they're independent. They have nothing to do with this. They'll tell us whether or not they got the money, and the bank is saying they didn't get the money either.
I don't know. I have no, it's whatever deposit slips they had in the safe. I just grab from which, if you see, if it's 2 signatures or whatever it is, and then I put in the deposit in the thing. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where's the deposit on that bank? It's the Truist 100 North Congress, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause with the teller, and then there's a box right here. You open it and you just
That's
put
on
it in.
the inside of the bank.
No, it's outside. By the drive-through.
What if I said there was no camera footage of you at the bank dropping them off? Would that be weird?
It would be. I mean, it's a bank. It should have cameras. Especially in the drive-through.
Well,
If you
there
pass
was
by in the
cameras.
drive-through.
There was cameras at the store, of course, because they
Yeah.
got it like focused right on the safe. It has you taking the money, like you said you did, like you
Yeah.
signed out.
Yeah, we're just trying to make it make sense.
In drive-through, they should have cameras outside so they could see what cars are in that drive-through.
Oh yeah,
For
the
the
bank
drop
has
box,
cameras all over the place.
are you getting out of the car to put them in the box?
No, I pull up in the car. I stay in the car. I don't have to get out. Yeah.
As detectives continued pressing for answers, the discussion moved further away from the bank's involvement and closer to the choices that had brought Nellen to her current situation.
And the car that you're going is just your the one that's, I guess, registered to you? Which car do you have right now?
The white car, which is my husband's car.
Okay.
Which car did you have in August when this happened?
Was it the same white car?
It's gonna be either the white car, or then there's a red vehicle. Well, this is my husband's vehicle.
All right, so they'd be under here, which is your vehicle. It's your husband's vehicle.
It's under my husband's car. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because the next thing I'd want to do is reach out to the bank again and just verify that your car was there, just so we can get you completely out of this.
Yeah, because I don't get out the vehicle. Because once you pull up, the thing's right there. You just open it, drop, and close, and go on.
Okay. Yeah, so that would be the next step, is we ask for the camera footage again of the vehicle, and then we should see your vehicle doing the drop boxes on those days around the time that you put ready. Okay. Do you, what kind of car is it?
It's a white Equinox.
So they can narrow it down, it doesn't take forever. White Equinox, and then there's another one, a red one, right?
Yeah, it's a Genesis red.
What's your husband's name, so I can look up the car?
Davidson.
Alright, so at no point did you take it for like your own personal gain, nothing like that, right?
No.
Okay.
You check my background. I don't have any
I don't see any criminal history on you.
criminal history of
Maybe
me
some parking
doing
stuff,
anything. When it comes to theft, that's not me. I don't. Yeah, that's why this right here was very shocking to me.
Okay.
To me, I'm like, I don't take anything. I don't, And then plus I was training at the other store. I even took deposits there and drop at the store.
So what do you think happened here?
I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. From one manager, she was telling me, it's just like letting me know, just be careful in this store. That's pretty much it. Like manager, I don't know why the store managers didn't last in that store. I don't know.
Well, before we go talk to anybody, of course, we look up, are we dealing with a good guy or a bad guy? Of course, we looked up your history. You're a good guy.
Yeah,
you came running to come in here to say, hey, I'm coming to talk to you guys. My day's busy, but I want to make time for you.
Yeah, because I'm
You could leave at any time, but you're making a statement trying to help us figure this, for a better word, crazy situation.
I mean, the same thing I sat down with Crystal, with loss prevention. I was in there with,
And Crystal had nothing but good to say about you, but she said, we can't figure this out either.
I can't, listen, like I told her, I said, I don't know. I told her she could search my vehicle. She like, look, she's like, did your bags fell under the car? I walked out, we checked my vehicle. I'm like, I don't have nothing. I come to my house, I don't take nothing. I don't,
And who do you primarily bank with?
Me, I bank with Wells Fargo. Mm-hmm. And then we have Bank of America with my husband.
Okay. If we check the banks, we're not going to see deposits of like these amounts into your bank account, right?
Oh, the total amounts of those?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay. Just because we got to cover all ends on our side. Okay, so on those dates or on those times, are those times accurate for the deposits?
Well, the thing is, it's because you have the dates here. They put them. But it's the day that you're dropping, so it's multiple. It's not gonna be all these dropped like the same day.
No, I'm saying where you deposited them at the bank.
Oh, on the whatever.
So if you put that date and that time around 5 p.m.
The time I leave in this, that's what we have to put. Yeah, that's what time I get off.
So in the time frames of those, we should see you there with your car and a picture of you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
See whatever it is,
At this point, it kind of.
Because at the end of the day, I understand because it's as a store manager and me signing off, so it's basically it's like my kind of responsibility at the end of the day. Cause
right, and then the bank is saying that the money didn't arrive. You're a good person. Mm-hmm. You made a mistake. Is there a way we can get this money back to Crystal?
I don't know. I mean, I barely have anything. I don't know if they want me to do a payment plan or something to give them something that lost. I have no idea.
What happened to all the money? What'd you guys spend it on?
I don't have any. I don't spend.
You had it and then you spent it. What did we spend it on? Where did it go? Why can't we get it back to Crystal?
Did you end up paying bills with them?
I don't. But they're saying there's no way I took that type of money.
Okay, then how much did you take?
There's no way I could even bother taking.
So the amount in total is the 5,000. That's where we're at right now.
So how much did you take? It was less than that? Are they padding the numbers here a little bit?
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about what they do. It sounds about you shouldn't even be in this situation, but it's shame on them for putting people in this situation. No wonder they're having problems. Because they're not acting right. They're not acting normal.
So when you ended up getting the deposits, what actually happened with it? What'd you do with them? They have that on camera that you're taking, which is fine.
Yeah.
What'd you end up doing? Are you behind the bills? Did you try to help out with your bills? What'd you end up doing with the money that you took? We're just trying to make sense of it at this point,
Because at the end of the day, I'm not a bad person.
No, and like I told you, you're criminal. There's nothing. You're clean.
Yes.
Everybody makes mistakes. We've all been there.
Yeah, we do.
I'm not perfect. I've done stupid shit in the past.
We do all do perfect. So we all do mistakes. So what is Crystal willing to do?
We'll have to talk to her. I have to give her a call and try to discuss it with her. But right now, I just need.
But I'm not. But for all that, I'm not taking responsibility for all that. I'm not that crazy of.
No, and like you said, I'm not saying if you think it's a different amount, that's fine. We can discuss that. But right now, we just need to know what actually happened. So you take the bags. Did you end up depositing them? Did you end up paying your apartment, or did you pay for any of your kids' stuff? I get behind on my bills all the time working here. I have to figure out ways to handle it,
I was behind one time on my rent. That's pretty much it.
And this was one of those like, hey, this might help me out, just to make it through, right?
That's pretty much it.
What's your husband do for a living?
He does landscaping.
Okay. He has no idea what happened? Okay.
No, he doesn't speak English. No.
Okay. So it's just like I said, I talked to the bank already, they don't have you on camera.
They don't have me on camera.
Not during these. That's the issue. So what happened when you got the deposits? Did you take some of the money out?
But if I have all the bags together, so they're trying to say they don't have me at all depositing the
No,
money?
I'm talking about these transactions. We're don't even worry about the bank right now.
Okay.
So you get the deposit bags from the safe. You leave. What is it, Dollar Tree? Mm-hmm. Where do you go with the bags? With these bags that are missing. Did you go home with them?
No.
Okay. What did you do with them?
I might have taken out from that car heading to the bank.
You did what? I'm sorry.
I said I might have taken out the bag before heading to the bank.
Okay. Yeah, like you took the money out of the bag before giving it to the bank? Okay. And then what did you do with the money? Is that where the bills come into play?
Made a money order and paid my rent.
Okay. Where'd you do the money order at?
Money at Walmart.
No, Walmart? Mm-hmm. Do you remember which one?
The one right down Military.
Oh, the
neighborhood Walmart.
Okay. Would you want to write an apology letter to Dollar Tree where we could deliver it to them? Yeah? Okay.
You give that to Crystal? Is that what it's for? Or whoever the...
So I just want to make it super clear for the camera purposes and everything too. So you got the bags. You take the money out of the bags, you go to the Walmart off Military, the neighborhood Walmart, and get a money order, and then you paid your apartment. Your rent with it. Yeah? Okay. Do you still have all the money bags and everything?
No.
Okay. What'd you do with the money bags?
They're in the garbage.
Okay. They're all okay.
They got more, don't worry.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
We'll be alright.
Okay, so raise your right hand for me. Do you swear in the firm statement gives the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. So
We'll go up to our office, we'll make it easy, we're not gonna put you in a cell here, but we gotta do the paperwork.
Okay, and then after that.
And they, I'm sorry.
no, we'll end up taking you to the jail. At some point, you'll go to your first appearance, and they'll probably release her with no criminal history.
Yeah, they'll take you to do fingerprints, they'll take a picture.
And then later on, you'll get a court date. You'll get a court hearing. That's when you can explain your side. If you don't think it was that amount, then you can argue that it wasn't that much money and all that. Okay, but I'll also call Crystal and verify everything too.
Okay.
All right.
So it's not the end of the road, it's not the end of the world. It's just, you have to deal with this, you made a mistake, you have no history of this, you know, maybe it'll just be a money thing and then.
Okay.
Just do me a favor. Take your purse off and any jewelry that you have.
Hold on to it, put your phone in the purse for me. I'm gonna hold on to it as we just go upstairs and I'll get back to you, okay?
Do you have any earrings or necklaces?
And anything in your pockets?
No.
Okay.
You got your key in your pocket. Just when we get up there, we just take her out.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. We'll get this paperwork done as quick as we can to get you, you're a normal person, this is not a normal situation, that's why we're just explaining everything to you, okay? Because
Your hand like that. This way, like you're playing. Your hand in front.
it's just like this, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Okay, and I got your purse, we're gonna walk up with you. So think about it, we need to call. We need to probably call work, we need to call husband to, does he have spare keys for the car, or you wanna leave the car here?
He doesn't know. I have the key. He doesn't have a spare key.
Okay.
I mean, you could also take the key with you and just come back here and pick it up.
After reviewing company records, bank records, and subpoena results, Investigators concluded that 6 deposits totaling $5,777.36 never entered the banking system. She was charged with grand theft and organized fraud as the case proceeded through the criminal justice system.
I think those detectives did a great job. Their strategy was to warm up to Nellen, to kind of make her feel comfortable. Hey, you know, you have a clean record. I'm sure their bookkeeping was a little off. You didn't really steal that much money. How much did you take? Here, why don't you write an apology letter? And she spilled the beans. She felt very comfortable and non-threatened by these two detectives and confessed. So that was a good job.